I wonder how many people we're going to catch out today with this earlier live stream. I'll tell you what, though, it's a pretty interesting market. Pretty interesting market here. Got a wall of passive sellers at the top is one thing. We had aggressive sellers, aggressive buyers, sellers won. Another wall of passive sellers there absorbed. Yeah, pretty interesting pre-market going into the open. Let me turn that light on. I just realised it's not on. Oh, it's pretty low on battery. We might have to turn the other light on when that dies. Yeah, I'm still, funnily enough, bearish today, but this is essentially my sort of line for where I'm looking bullish. So the two red lines I have on the chart here, I'll just explain quickly now before the open for you boys. Morning KDP, morning Dejan, next step trading right on the open. Yeah, well, you know, this could be the gateway to full porting the open. And we will be able to watch those like really early overnight session value area taps, which honestly are pretty clean a lot of the time. Anyway, this level here, 708.25. This is the value area high. Let me delete that box, that's not important. That is the value area high of this composite of Friday and Thursday. So obviously we're above this, yesterday's action, but I'm kind of wanting to treat this as one big sort of range, even though it's not, since that lower value area, like part of me wants to merge these, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to, given that this one is, you know, completely lower than that. If I did merge it, where would the value area high be, just for curiosity's sake? Yeah, see, the value area high would be even lower. It's not worth doing. The Thursday and Friday, definitely worth merging. This day, you know, it was kind of its own auction down here. It wasn't really overlapping as much. Morning clips. We've got 5 people in here. It's gonna be funny how many people join the stream. Like, wait, what? Why are you live this early? But we will do this going forward. I'm gonna enjoy doing this more, I think. But yeah, above this yesterday's profile, but you know, it's not broken the value area high of the composite from the last 2 days before Monday. And then the high, I have the high marked there, which is Friday's high, yeah, 714. Really, you could mark the overall high, 720. But the main level I'm concerned with is 708.25. So yeah, that's Friday's high that it bounced off right there. And then this is the value area high of the composite from Thursday and Friday. So essentially below these two red lines, I'm still bearish. I'm still not convinced that it's turned and going higher, especially StreamYard glitching right now, so I thought I'd come drop a line. What's up, Indigo? Glad the email's back. Yeah, emails, I did just send out one just to say that the morning analysis ones that I'll just be putting on pause just because I'm going to be streaming earlier, so it doesn't really make sense for me to be streaming and sending an email at the same time. So, I mean, yeah, people that are following won't really have to, you know, if you're in my Substack, I'm willing to bet that you're also a follower of the streams, so you're not going to miss out on anything. And then the RTH, the evening analysis ones will, you know, they're staying exactly where they are. This is a battle on NQ, it's fighting. Where is it fighting? I don't have many, as much context on NQ. You have the overnight value area high, it's come back inside there. And then POC is all the way down there. Probably, honestly, you want to see POC shift up in that profile. I'm willing to bet if I move this to like a 4-tick interval. Yeah, look at that. Completely flips the profile. I would go with that for NQ today. 4-tick interval. I like doing like 1 tick to 4 ticks. 4 ticks is a point on NQ. I don't really like doing like a 2-tick profile, even though, I mean, this is a 2-tick profile that's loading up now. Yeah, so you can see even if you increase it to 2 ticks, it is completely shifted compared to this 1-tick profile. But yeah, as far as ES, looking pretty bearish in my opinion. If we can hold below these 2 red levels. Let me get this on here. Add bubbles to NQ. Where's big trades? What's the size for NQ? It's like 60. Oh wait, no, that's the aggregate period. I need the minimum trade size. 60. Add. Yeah, you can make it honestly a little bit. It's pre-market, isn't it? So maybe drop it to 40. Oh yeah. Buyers are loading up at the top, sellers loading up at the... Buyers loading up at the bottom, sellers loading up at the top. That's, yeah, very interesting. You can see aggressive sellers as well, pre-market, similar to ES. Keeping it down there. Yeah, similar sort of thing to NQ. Go ahead and mark these overnight levels out. They're not confirmed just yet, 3 minutes, but, you know, it's pretty close. They probably won't move a whole lot. What's that overnight point of control? 9825. The overnight point of control is the one that like won't move, obviously, because it's the it's not as easily influenced. I'm not going to bother marking that overnight value area low. It's right on the previous week value area low and previous day value area high. But those 2 overnight levels up there are our only real reference points that high up in the market, apart from these composite levels. This is interesting here. We have sellers loading up. Nice day for a Dalton rule if we can get it, to be honest. If we can get it, that'd be a nice trade. Open's going to explode, you think? First live open on the KAICAP streams. Well, at least since I swapped to volume profile. Get my music on. Oh, that's way too loud. I'm going to find it funny to see how many people join the stream and they're like, whoa, what's going on? Why are we live so early? Should we do a giveaway now? Everyone misses out on it because they weren't watching the posts. Morning, Chris. Yeah, I did that post. What is the stats on it? 22 votes, 73% said move it to just before market open. 73%. So, and like even the people that said keep it at 9:45, like they're not missing out on anything. Like I'll still be streaming just as long. So, yeah. Already know my PC will freeze at the open. Yeah, that is one thing, actually. Hopefully I don't run into any issues like that. I don't really tend to have them. I'm not going to jinx it, but I do have them, but it's like few and far between, really. Look at this wall here. This is going to be really interesting. Like, if we don't break this, then that's really strong for the sellers. If we do break it, then that's that overnight value area high, composite value area high is the other level I'd be interested to see hold for bearishness. Opening in 25 seconds. Also, I didn't mention, I've got the stream latency one setting lower. So I have normal latency, low latency, and ultra low latency. I've moved it to ultra low from low, so you should notice maybe a little bit more of less of a delay. Hopefully. Here we go, here's the open. Let's just quickly scroll over here to make sure those overnight levels... Yep, that's fine, and that's fine. Okay, overnight levels are fine. Let's see what she does. Big seller off the open. Is this chart loaded? Yeah. So you can see we're opening all the way up here. Very interesting area, because I still would not be surprised to see this open up here and come all the way down to like this 60s level. But you know, we have accepted price here before, so. But yeah, I'm bearish until proven otherwise. We'll have to watch and see. Nine-second delay, that's nice. Is that... Seems long. Is that better than normal, Dejan, or is that... Anyone else? What sort of delay have people got on the stream? I think I have a 5-second delay on OBS. That's literally just a setting I forgot to change. Maybe I'll lower that a little bit, but... Morning, Kane. Morning, Hammertop. Ooh, here she goes. Buyer absorbed, seller aggressive. Right off the overnight point of control as well. Which was the open candle, this one? Yeah, that bullish candle there. So look at that. I mean, opening bell, tapped the overnight point of control, and then, yeah, sinking. What's up, Cash? God, I'm a little bit hungry. I had my lunch, but I didn't eat as much of it as normal because honestly the chicken tasted a bit undercooked. So I was getting a little bit worried. I'm a little bit autistic when it comes to food. Way less autistic with food than I used to be. I used to be quite the fussy eater. But not as much anymore. Okay, it's coming up to test this wall. This will be interesting. See what it wants to do. Lots and lots of buyers absorbed here pre-market and an aggressive seller that got result. But, you know, we're in the open now. It's a completely different ball game. Well, relatively speaking. As far as a 5-minute chart goes, I'd probably just draw a profile there, honestly. Yeah, I mean, we have that consolidation there. Yeah, major P. Everything to me is thinking bearish. What's anyone else thinking? What's the general consensus? Let's do a poll. Actually, how many people are in the stream? 14? We'll wait. We'll wait. I'm not going to be, like, trading any earlier, by the way. Like, this is purely just... I don't want to feel as rushed into, like, the day. When I start the stream, you know, it's kind of like... Start it, say hi to everyone, and then, like, 5 minutes later, it's like, right, time to take a trade. So this will be a lot more chill. And, you know, interesting. We get to watch the actual first opening moments, really. What's up, Mr. Wiz? I was long to 361 and NQ done for the day. Long to 361. Ooh, wow. Nicely done. Nicely done. So NQ's definitely winning on the upside. Look, all these buyers getting absorbed though on ES. This will be interesting. Is ES going to follow suit with NQ? Are they going to break here? But, I mean, at the minute, we'll see how this candle closes. Oh, they are getting a result. How's it going to close? Yeah, closing strong. Buyer's result. Buyer kind of absorbed up there. That formed late in the candle though. That's why it's popped across to the next candle. Very, very interesting area here. You have to remember ES and NQ are so in such different places on the higher time frame, so They are two completely separate auctions. They're allowed to move differently. I can still make money shorting ES today, even if thank you, rockets. Buyers absorbed again. As soon as I see sellers getting aggressive with result, that's going to really prompt me to go for the short. Obviously, I'm not going to do it too early. Still got to follow my rules. Look at that on the range chart. It's so clear that this wall here, super strong wall, and then the further higher up area up there, about in the 700s, 707. Just need aggressive sellers to show up and push it lower. Anyone here to trade with BM? Who's BM? Is my... I think my... can't quite tell. My camera feels like it's a little bit low, but it also doesn't at the same time. Maybe I've grown overnight. Also, the trade that I took yesterday that I reduced the stop and got stopped out right before the drop. I do think that I was obviously like a bit like cutting it close, so like I probably deserve to get stopped out on that one, or at least like, you know, it's reasonable. But I did go back and look at my journal, and moving my stop loss, trimming it discretionarily. Oh, bookmap, okay. Yeah, it has definitely saved me money across the data set that I have, which isn't an enormous data set, but it's all I have to go off. So yeah, that loss yesterday, the third trade, is, I'm going to take it as just a warning. Like, you know, make sure you're clearly, make sure you're like double check my work kind of thing when I'm trimming the stop. But I'm like still allowing myself to do it. It's saved me money. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, I mean, we had the break-even trade yesterday, which was, oh, heartbreak. Heartbreak. The mini hit my TP to the tick. Micro fell one tick short. You hate to see it. But today's a new day. And my mouse needs cleaning. Seller absorbed down there, so it seems like buyers are definitely willing to protect price, at least here. But if the sellers are loading up here, that means, you know, they're interested in trading there. It's just there's a wall of buyers there, so it's the kind of idea for a squeeze, really. Get another attempt. 9 minutes into the open now. Break this low is really what I'm waiting for. That's the low of the day. Low of the day, high of the day. I might as well mark them out for now. Obviously, it's not set in stone as far as like the orb. Stream keeps reloading. What, like buffering? I'm not getting any dropped frames on my side, Cash. Does anyone else? Give me a one in chat if the stream is performing okay. 2 in chat if you're noticing issues with the stream. If you don't mind, boys. 1 in chat if it's all good. 2 in chat if it's buffering or like just any issues at all. Like I say, I've changed the setting today from ultra low to low, so... Oh, from low to ultra low, sorry. Smooth as butter. Yeah, okay. I mean, if no one else says that they see any issues, Cash, it might be you. Might be your internet. Like I say, all good. Yeah, okay. Seems it all looks good on my end. It might be your internet, Cash. What's up, Val? Bias, I'm kind of bullish. I'm kind of bearish. I'm kind of bearish. Buffett again. Yeah, okay. It sounds like it's your internet, Cash. Nothing I can do there, unfortunately. Buyers loading up here with a result, but are they going to break the wall? This is the tell for today. What's up, Nighthawk? Fine for clips. Yeah, okay. Seems like everyone's okay. How's the profile looked so far? I don't really want it on the chart because it's just going to cover up everything, but yeah, it's pretty balanced. Buyers getting absorbed even lower now. I mean, we did have a buyer get absorbed down here as well, but that's a nice sign, especially if we see sellers show up. That would be perfect, Vel. That would be the dream day. NQ is bullish. Yeah, I saw NQ is I mean, it pumped, fell, pumped. It's definitely, you know, it's up on the day, but it's early. It's very far above value. I'm not really obviously thinking about NQ too much. Not bullish, but, you know, not short either. Morning, Ravi. Morning, Mace here. Consolidating for now, yeah. It's consolidating. I'm not going to trade in the consolidation. I'm just anticipating that it will break to the downside. We'll see which side of the 15-minute orb it wants to break first. Which, because like that's almost in place here. This is the thing about order flow as well. Like it's just so you physically would not know without looking at order flow that there is a lot more buy absorption happening at the top of this consolidation than there is sell absorption. Like look here, look where, can you see sell absorption anywhere? I see a little one there, a little one there. That one is kind of, you know, they cancel each other out. Not really anything going on in that one, but where can you see buy absorption? Yeah, bang, massive buy absorption, massive buy absorption, massive buy absorption, big buy absorption. Lots of sell absorption now at that low. They poked below it. So yeah, it's a really useful thing about seeing order flow. Because now I can see that, yes, we broke that low, but sellers were pretty heavy on the bottom there, but they didn't get any results. So I'm suspicious of that breakout based off order flow, not based off the fact that it was like, you know, a wick. We'll see what this next candle wants to do. Buyer has been absorbed at the top of it at the moment. Another one. Another buyer stepping in. Another buyer stepping in. Woo! Look at this. Look at this compression. Oh, there you go. Trying to break. Is this now going to be the catalyst? Will this, with all these sellers absorbed down here and buyers getting aggressive here, is this going to be the catapult to break the wall up here? Or are they going to fail again at this consolidation? and head back down into the previous day's range. See, this has been an interesting morning already, and we would have only just started the stream. If you're just joining, I am starting the streams at 9:20 now, 9:20 a.m. EST from now on. I just prefer it. I think it's the better choice. And I did a poll on the channel, so you could also go and drop a vote on that poll. I'll check that poll at the end of today and make like the final decision. But at the moment, I'm thinking I'm gonna do the streams earlier. Look at the buyers in NQ, hella trying. Yeah, they are on ES as well. I can't see it on NQ. It's because I didn't have it running, so it's gonna have just historical data. Seller absorbed in that candle now. See, the other fun thing about order flow and volume profile, it makes consolidations like way more interesting. Price action traders and like ICT traders, they'll be looking at this and just be like I know from experience, I would look at this as an ICT trader and I would want to be sick. But I can look at it with order flow and it's still consolidating, but it's, you know, it's interesting because I can see like the relationship between the buyers and sellers inside the consolidation and at the extremes of it. How many buyers loaded up there? If I zoom in. Okay, not a crazy amount. Oh wait, there's a third bubble in there. It still starts with a 1 though. So that's, yeah, like 300, 400 there. 500. We had like 750 sellers get absorbed at the low of the day. Yeah, exactly, Vel. YM traders eating today, really. The good old Dow traders. Yeah, and with volume profile, like let's not forget. Until this starts building up value above, I'm gonna mark a line on here just so I have it. If I mark this line here, this is the composite value area high for these two profiles that it's like cutting through, which I have from the other chart. Let's make that blue. Let's not extend it to the left. So yeah, that's the composite value area high of 20th and 21st, whatever days that were again, I can't remember, Friday and Thursday. I think the POC of that composite here, you can see it here on this chart, this is where I have it drawn. POC is actually like right where we are, 694. Value area high of it is 708.25, 708.25. They got up there and tested the wall again. Cash is long. Ooh, cash. You're living life on the edge there. Seller absorbed at the bottom of that, though. What's up, Gordon? Imagine scalping the whole consolidation. What's up, Mr. God of War? Came back from the abyss. Down 600. You know your guy. I'm break even finally. Nicely done, Clips. Nicely done. I'm praying for your cash. Looks like someone with a very big ding dong is also praying for you because they absorbed an enormous amount of sellers at the bottom of that candle. In the same area where all this buy aggression was. So, I mean, that's really your entire area of support here for a long. Not a terrible idea to go just for a, consolidation play here. Like long, I don't know, long just in front of that absorption of the sellers. Stop like there, just behind it, 3-point stop. 1-to-1 to POC, or even to value area high. You could really extend this consolidation though all the way back here, since that's where it started. That's something I picked up from Fabio. Is like, more so for like fixed range profiling. It's not really necessary. This is the downside of time-based profiles, is this consolidation. If you're looking at like the New York session only, you draw the profile from here because that's 9:30. But like, think about the auction. Look at what the auction's been doing. It's been consolidating from all the way back here. So that's data that you're literally just like cutting off for no real reason other than time. When time's, time is a man-made thing. I'm just trying to come up with a better word than thing, but I couldn't. What's up, Kevin? It has been a while. Hope you're doing well. Short of the wall, Arthur. Nice. Looking at a short angle. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I am. Ever trade oil, Kai? No, I don't. I don't trade oil. Only ES. Only indexes. Trump tweets and scheduled news doesn't affect it. Usually smooth and somewhat predictable. Yeah, I've heard good things about oil. Guy the philosopher. Yeah. Okay, it's broken through that area, so you have this area of rejection here now. For the buyers. I want to see this break, but doesn't look the best. Like I said before, that could have been a really nice entry, Cash. Like, it depends where your entry was. If your entry was, like, down here, then target the POC, or value area high of the current session, or just of the entire consolidation. You'd be looking for a pretty decent entry, honestly, if you went there to POC. I think that's a really clean trade, if I'm being honest. You could even possibly get that all the way to a 1 to 1.8. Risk to reward. Break even at POC. If it were me, I'd probably just target POC. I'm going to keep that profile on there for now. I know that the current session one's going to look basically the exact same. And that profile is like a little bit more, it's including the entire consolidation range. So it's like a little bit quote unquote like less or more accurate than drawing it from 9:30. What I would love to see is it break the low here, come back up, maybe retest the value area low of this consolidation, and that could be my short potentially. Stop behind the POC. Maybe even just stop at the value area high. I quite like it there, 4-point stop. If you're really being safe, you could just put it above the wall. And that could be a, you know, fucking target all the way back down to previous day value. Insane trade. Here we go. Let me delete that line for now because it's not the low of the 30-minute open. Seller getting aggressive and getting result. Nice, that's what I want to see. That is what I want to see. That's the current session value. I'm really thinking Dalton roll potentially today. I can't believe how clean the reaction off was. That composite value area high there. Super clean. With the order flow as well. Like, oh my god, that was literally free money. If you just entered, like, I don't know, on this candle close. Something like that. 5-point stop. That's being, like, reasonable. Because, like, maybe you would have had the balls to short it there, but, you know, that would be cherry picking a bit more. Not impossible, though. Oh, look at all these sellers now getting absorbed at the bottom. I need to see it build value down here. This profile over here, we can kind of just knock it back to there, I guess. There. That's like the consolidation profile. There is a lot of action happening down there. Lots of action. Sellers actually got result. And now more sellers stepped in. Little buy bubble there as well. And the sellers are continuing to push the market lower. What account am I on today? Am I on this one or am I on... No, I'm on this one. Do you know what I'll do? I'll drag this to 930 and I'll use that other chart here. That is 930, isn't it? Yeah. I'll drag the profile on here to show the consolidation range. So it's about that. About 95. So like where the current session POC is. We have the orb low now. Gonna up this to 90 just to clean it up a little bit. Where's my previous day value area high? It's all the way down there. 78.25. I did send it out in the Substack last night. All the levels. Ooh, there's the break. Any follow through though? No. Not yet, anyway. That profile is kind of useful, to be honest. That fixed range one there. Pull back to that 95 area, similar to that 5-minute consolidation profile. So 95 is definitely a number worth remembering. My shit's lagging. Feels like I trade Minecraft. Rose long on diamonds. Big seller. POC is going to shift down there if we come back down and do a little bit more down there. It's not far off shifting, which is what I want to see. I want to see value moving lower. It's a little bit delayed because it's, you know, it's considering all this consolidation, which, you know, it makes sense. It's allowed to do that. There we go. Look at that break. I bet that was one big seller, yeah. 12 range chart shows that pretty clearly. This whole area up here is really interesting to me for a pullback and then a short. I'm not going to take it, but it is interesting to me. What's the 5-minute VP? It's just a fixed range volume profile. It's just drawn across the consolidation there. And then really you could break that down and put this 1-minute profile here as well for this swing leg. I'm going to do that actually because it's worth doing. This is a bit more discretionary style of using volume profile. Again, something I got from Fabio. And it definitely has its advantages, I'll tell you that. I mean, like right now, you can see that is a very clear, solid area. If it could pull back to it, just like swing point profiling essentially, and drawing profiles across actual structure as opposed to just a time period. Second time I slept in a row. Welcome, Squid. Welcome, welcome. You're going to have to get up a bit earlier because the streams are starting a bit earlier. Starting at 9:20 now instead of 9:45 EST. Cells absorb there. Definitely going to see a POC shift surely here. Ugh. Well, have I swapped to an earlier time? I felt like it was something worthwhile because it means that we can all sit and watch the Open together, and I can kind of just be a bit more like chill going into my actual trading window, not like just sitting down at the charts and starting the stream sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, the longer I'm live, the better, really, in terms of like channel growth. An extra 25 minutes is nice, but yeah. And I did a poll as well, Wamperton. I did a poll on the channel. It's still live, the poll, so you can go drop a vote on it if you want to share your opinion. But the majority, like 75% of the people that have voted on it so far, voted for an earlier start. So I am a man of the people. Start trading before 10? Not anytime soon. It's not for that. It's not like... Well, I mean, you know, maybe eventually, but no, that's not the reason the streams are starting earlier, to answer your question. Yeah, that's range, Rakesh, like Clip said. It's a 12 range chart. I just use it for seeing the orb break, really. And if the big trades are like so messy on the time-based chart, it is also useful to look at it on here. One thing I am thinking, though, is I might change this to a 10 range just to get it that bit more spaced out. Kind of like that, to be honest. Here cometh previous day's value. Well, we've got previous week value very low to get passed through first. One thing I would suggest to you boys, honestly, go watch that profile weekend analysis live stream, because, I mean, given what's happened so far this week, damn, that was a good live stream. What's the number mean? It's the amount of ticks. So a 10 range chart, it's going to print a new candle every time price moves 10 ticks. And when I say moves 10 ticks, I mean moves 10 ticks like actually in a new direction for that range. So every candle on this chart, it's all the same. That every candle is the same distance. So once it moves 10 ticks or 2.5 points, prints a new candle. Once this candle moves 10 ticks, prints a new candle. And then, yeah. It's like a movement-based chart, not a time-based chart. Where did I watch Fabio trade? YouTube. He's got plenty of free content. He's a beautiful Italian man in that regard. I mean, he's a beautiful Italian man anyway, but especially for that reason as well. I'm going to Italy in what? I'll be in Italy a month from today. Actually, no, I would have gone back a month from today. I prefer the range chart, Rakesh, than the tick chart. I feel like the range chart answers the question that I'm like wanting to see the answer to better than the 500 tick. 500 tick's like useful, don't get me wrong, but yeah, personal preference really. I think the range chart is a little bit better for what I'm trying to use it for than the 500 tick. Got a channel in Italian also, yeah. No streams then? When I'm in Italy? Probably not. No, probably not. What's the actual dates? I go on... let me see. I'm not there for long. Yes, that'll be Monday the 21st. And then I'm back Wednesday evening. I go for literally like 3 days. So, yeah, I'll be back to streams on the Thursday, the 24th. Goes in depth in the Italian ones. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's his first language, isn't it? So he's going to be able to explain what he's thinking of it a bit better than English, even though his English is very good. I would definitely wouldn't be able to explain volume profile and order flow concepts in Italian, put it that way. Where am I going in Italy? I'm going to Rome. I've been challenged to a trading contest in the Colosseum, so I'm going to hit a live trading session from the middle of the Colosseum. We might end up getting a previous day value or a high break and retest today, is what I'm thinking. The value still building lower. Yeah, look at this. It's so B-shaped. This area is now down to 92. What's up, Mr. Knox? Trade to the death in the Colosseum. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Against you, Sam. Are you not entertained? What types of services, Clips? What types of services are you thinking about there? Option Gex heat map around 7690. Yeah, that lines up with the value area high of this profile a little bit. Well, POC of this profile. Value area low of the developing one. Developing New York AM session. Should we do the giveaway? Kind of feel like I want to do it now, since I feel like I'm going to end up having a trade a bit later in the session, so I'd rather get the giveaway over and done with. It'll be a keyword. I know yesterday a lot of you guys said you'd prefer the keyword to the number. It's not far off, Clips. It's not far off. If you went back like 100 years, then absolutely. Absolutely you would be. Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? Right. The keyword. Right, giveaway. We're doing the giveaway. Listen up. I'm going to set a keyword. You will type that keyword in chat. How many times, boys? How many times do you type the keyword in chat? How many times? Everyone's done the little giggle while watching something. Look around in shame, yeah. How many times do you type the keyword in chat? Okay, I don't know why I bother sometimes, honestly. I don't know why I bother. At least Vel is like, Vel, you win the giveaway, honestly. Once. You type it once. If you type it twice, or thrice, or twice, then you will not win an account. You will remove yourself from the giveaway if you spam, if you type it twice. So, with that being said, the keyword is the naughtiest of naughty boys in here, Ravi. The keyword is Ravi, R-A-V-I. The naughty, naughty boy. Let me pull this over here. The naughty, naughty boy. Mr. Ravi. I didn't even ask for likes today. Should have asked for likes. Like the stream while you're at it. You don't need to, but I do appreciate it. Forgot to like farm you boys today. Lucifer's in here going for 2 giveaways in a row. Yesterday's winner. Is Ravi in here? Is Ravi even typed Ravi? That's the question I'm wondering. Ravi. Oh, he has. He's in there. He's in there. All right. Is anyone? We have wow. 53 users. 53 eligible users. Not a single person typed it twice. Well done. Congratulations, boys. I'm going to give you... We have 60 people in here right now, so I'm going to give you 10 or 15 more seconds, and then we will choose the lucky winner. Like the stream or you're out. Like the stream or you're in timeout, yeah. Can someone type the keyword again? I forgot. Squid, that's evil. That's evil. This will be the funniest giveaway if Ravi wins. Okay, we've had all the entries. I'm choosing the winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner of the Ravi giveaway is... Oh my god, no way! No fucking way! Nah, that looks rigged. No way. What the... Nah. Nah. Whoa. Hold on a damn minute. Something's not right there. No, I fucking... Oh my god. No way. We're gonna test that next time. Next time we do a giveaway when some things are just meant to happen. Oh my god. Ravi hacked it. Do another keyword lang. I'm genuinely curious. You won't win anything for this, but I am going to... Let's just do a little experiment here, boys. Let's just do a little experiment here. I'm curious if this is actually... If we've discovered a hack. That is insane. Next giveaway name Nighthawk. Yeah, okay. Everyone is gonna be begging for their name to be a keyword. Let me giveaway options keyword. Let's just. I'm genuinely curious. Let's set the keyword as lang. Done. Reset entries. Right, everyone. This one's an experiment. Lang, I'll send you feet pics if you win. Everyone type Lang in the chat once. I'm genuinely curious now. Because if this comes up as Lang is the winner... I'll wait until it's got like 50 people have entered, and then I'll This is going to be interesting. If this comes out as, oh my god, I can't believe that Ravi just won that after I, you know, I thought that would happen. Like I had like a kind of, oh my god, imagine if Ravi wins after I get everyone to type in Ravi. Right, we have 40. Because what was the chances of that? We had about 50. We had about 50 summit like people in that, I think, or 60. So there was about a 1 in 2% chance that Ravi won that, and then he did. Wang slang. Okay, it's 46 people. Oh, Lucifer won again. Yeah, okay, so it's not. Yeah, Ravi's just. That was just an insane. Yeah, that's just manifestation. That's the funniest shit I've ever seen. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. That's crazy. Right, Ravi, as much as it pains me to say it, DM me on Instagram what account you want, Apex or Lucid. I'll get the code to you after the stream, as much as it pains me to say. Not rigged, just incredibly... some things are meant to be. Apparently so. Apparently so. That's insane. That was a top 5 KAICAP moment right there. Sorry, Lucifer. That was I I did think that. That was just a test of the word, the keyword thing. Unfortunately, I did say that before, so you can't hold it against me. Melting down from initial balance here with, not initial balance, the orb, with sellers aggressive and buyers absorbed at the top. Goddamn light ran out of battery. Let me turn my... should I turn... No, I'll just keep it like this. I was going to turn my room light on, but it kind of just makes the lighting worse, to be honest. Fresh option liquidity around 7665. Oh, okay, that's like way into the... Oh, interesting. Right down near previous day value area low, huh? Here's previous week value area low. Sorry, I meant previous day value area low before. Where's this... Oh, shit. A real retracement here. I mean, that orb retest was pretty nice. It's not a trade I'd take, though. I'm more so interested in... Well, either we can get a previous week... A previous week value area low break and retest, honestly, isn't too bad. But the stop is going to have to be... kind of want the stop to be... That would be 7. 6.5. Sorry, not 7. Yeah, we'll see. I'd probably want to see it come down and actually develop value below. Monitor's froze. 1 second, boys. Where the fuck's my... What the fuck? Oh, it's there. God, I got potty mouth today. Devil's log, yeah. Oh shit, I can't see chat. There you go. Do. POC shift of the developing session would honestly be great. Ugh. We have initial balance at that low at the minute once that's formed as well. Right now you have the price stalling around this level where sellers got aggressive and got resolved before. Buyers absorbed at the top. This does look like a really nice entry, but it's just a bit like... it's chasing price a bit, really. Like, the order flow pattern looks fine. The location doesn't, and location is more important, obviously. I want to see a short from, well, up here, really, like the 90. I need a retracement. Until developing value shifts. Ba, ba, ba. What did NQ end up doing? Did it end up dropping? Yeah, look at that. NQs are also, well, back to previous day's value pretty much. Where have people gone? The giveaway rats. The giveaway rats. That's why I tried to do the keyword a little early today, just to not give it to the sleazy giveaway rats. Ba, 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 ba. Here comes previous day's value. This candle's low will be initial balance as well, so that's also something to factor in. $7685 now. Options heat map. Right where these aggressive sellers were. Previous day value area high bounce. I'm looking for the break and retest of it personally, even though it obviously could bounce. It's reasonable enough to expect. This is also the initial balance has now been broken. It was literally formed and broken straight away. I'm quite happy to go for a break and retest. Holy shit. Well, Dalton rules. Oh my god. Dalton rules played out, I guess. Was that... what news was that? What news was that? Had to be something, right? I mean, it is insane how that's just dumped all the way through previous day's value right to the value area low. I'm refreshing financial juice, but it's not saying anything yet. Is anyone else? Anyone got the whatever news that was? Trump tweet or something? You were in that short, Cash? Nice. Yeah, crazy. Let's go ahead and hide 90 there, since that's just, exploded. Trump, all mines have been removed and or detonated from Hormuz, Truth Social. Good old Trump. Yeah, I can see it now as well. Iran has been notified that any ship or boat placing new mines will be immediately and systematically destroyed. Also on Truth Social from Trump. God, that orange man. That orange man. Ruining all the fun. Oh, really, Chris? That sucks. That sucks. We've all been there. Especially in this market. God. Hang on a minute. What time did he tweet? Because that candle was 10:30. But Financial Juice said the tweet was at 10:31. Someone check that. Has Trump's Telegram been going crazy? Oh, Abs didn't set your stop. That's a rookie mistake there. So many orders there. I'm still kind of, even though like that entire move has just spiked down, I'm still open to taking the short trade that I was just outlining. I'm just kind of going to pretend that candle didn't happen, even though, it did. Oh, yeah, Nighthawk, yeah. True. God, can you imagine if I took that short from that big trade print there? I'm going to keep 90 on. I may as well. That entire thing is just a clusterfuck either way. 7665. Yeah, I went straight down to it. Straight down to previous day value or low. Just so, like, how is he going to say that when, like, the minute that we get down to previous day's value, he says it, and then we literally just dump all the way through previous day's value, hit the bottom, and turn. Some sort of conspiracy theory going on here. I'm suspicious. Trump's clearly read Jim Dalton's work. Oh. Come on, show me some acceptance. I wish I could just filter all that out, because that is just noise. Where did NQ tank to? Oh, not as much, actually. Didn't only cross like half of the previous day value. Yes, crossed the whole thing. Ugh. Still liking the previous week value area low short, but I really want to see acceptance at the previous day's value. That big spike, even though it was obviously news, just concerns me. And I don't really have a clean stop loss placement in terms of a node for the previous week value area low short. So it's a bit of a tricky one. Where do I live? I'm not giving you my address. I live in the north of England. That's all you're getting. This is nice. I like this. If we can do a little bit more of this and then get the break lower, I like it. Because it's starting to build up a little bit of a node here across the previous day value area high. Which I could take either way, honestly. Long or short. I would prefer short. Happy to see Kai talking about Apex. Well, I break it all down in that video that I did, the recent video, the Apex breakdown vid. I didn't used to like Apex. I used to actually be quite against them because I just saw them as, well, they only offered intraday, so I was just like, I'm not interested. That's like borderline should be illegal. Yeah. Now they offer end of day accounts, and I've got no problem with end of day accounts, and there's honestly not too bad when you look at them and break them down. So yeah. England. Indeed. I should do a stream with a big suit of armor on and like the England flag on my chest. Sir Kai trading. Rain or only snow? No, mostly rain. We don't really get that much snow. Only, I don't know, maybe, oh god, what, 2 weeks of the year we get snow? It depends where you are. Where I am, we're in a, no, we're not in a valley. We're in, I can't remember the explanation for it. There's a place nearby that's more in a valley and they get a lot more snow. Let's come back up and re-accept him inside current session value here. Well, this is the fixed range. It's not the current session value is this, but it is getting up there. So I don't know, maybe a long, if it's going to reject from previous day's value, then maybe a long from previous week value area low. Targeting back up to sort of this node is something that we could consider, but I would want to be proven right on that, really. Not proven right, but proven that it's willing to come up and accept the current session value. Until then, I'm still short biased. And that would look something like that. Just go for a 1-to-1 there. But I'd want to see it come up, you know, actually inside previous day's value. Sorry, not previous day's value, previous week. Current session value. Fucking hell, too many values. Second account is also for Lucid, huh? What do you mean second account? That I like for the sell. Buyer absorbed at top. If I just needed to get back down, when we have that seller absorbed here, there was a lot of selling absorbed here actually, and buyers that got aggressive. So that's definitely kind of the area that we need to break through for the short to be in play at the moment. Ugh. That I'm donating to you. Second account is also for Lucid. What, the giveaways? I'm so confused to what you're asking there. For the giveaways, I can give you either Lucid or Apex. There's 3 Lucids left and 10 Apex codes. But we've done the giveaway for today. Next one will be tomorrow. Well, maybe I'll. He's joking. No, he's asking about. He's on about the giveaway. Yeah, if you win the giveaway, the choice is yours. Basically, you can choose Lucid or Apex. Just let me know. If you win. My neck really needs to crack. Seller. Get aggressive just inside previous day's value. Come on, break this. Break this like 73. And then I'll... that node's built up enough now for me to take this. I'll target previous day's point of control. If this seller can get result, then I could go like 77 to... 70.25. Maybe I'll just go from the previous day value very high to get a cleaner entry. What's that? 7-point stop. I don't mind that. Okay, I'll do that. I just need to see it break this sort of 74, 73 area, and then I'll be going for that. Because at the minute, this entire real area is showing support. No, I'm not a fan of TPT. I'm just going to call you M. They have intraday drawdown involved with their accounts, so I'm not that big of a fan. Although someone did say that they are like soon actually maybe going to do end of day accounts as well. So maybe I'd shack up with TPT after they confirm that they are doing that, or after they do it. Current session value area low, or not, so I need to stop calling that current session. This fixed range profile. The value area low for that is at 77-ish, so that's also supportive of this trade. I just need to see it come this bit lower so I can actually feel like comfortable to short it, because I don't feel comfortable shorting that there, because it still looks like that could hold a support and reject. Yeah. Tradeify, they are one that I have just like I was affiliated with Tradeify in the past. I've just not really had that much of a look at their new accounts. Or I did, but I can't remember. They didn't look bad, but I think Apex and Lucid are, well, the two choices that I would recommend. Like Tradeify, there's nothing really special about Tradeify in my opinion. that Lucid doesn't do like just as well, if not better. And then obviously the Apex, the reason for Apex is like they're the only ones that you can scale that that heavily with, the 20 accounts with Apex. But yeah, other firms out there like definitely are good, definitely worth like your money. But personally, if it were me and it was like me putting my money, then the ones I would be going for would first be Lucid, and then second Apex. After Apex, if I wanted to scale, essentially. Still holding in this area. Tradeify, they did used to be like the best in the industry for instant funded. I don't know if that's still the case. Like I said, I can't remember exactly how their accounts work now. Which I probably should do, actually. I'll need to probably... Oh, shit. Could do a marking up that initial balance low. Was it this candle? Yeah. IVB. Well, for that I would do the first 30 minutes clips. For me, I refer the opening range, or I refer to the opening range for the first 30 minutes. I call that the opening range, and then initial balance is what I call the first 60 minutes of the day. Might call it here. I'm hoping to trade in this. It's just, it needs to... Wow, I mean, POC is also almost shifted all the way down there. It's almost higher than that little spike there. If it's just going to hang around here, then I'd put value area high, like quite high up there. I feel like value area high would be somewhere up there still. It'd be quite a big profile, if I had to guess. And value area low would probably literally just be like the bottom, because there's like no volume in here. It's going to shift on this profile first, so we'll watch that. I'm guessing POC is going to go here. Value area high is probably going to go like somewhere in the top portion of this big distribution here. And then value area low, I'd imagine, would go all the way to the bottom. Any second now. It's till the end of the 1029 candle clips. Oh, value area high, value area low actually just went straight there at the bottom of that. Interesting. And yeah, the end of 1029 candle, because if you draw it to the like 1030 candle, for example, like this, yeah, it's the start of the 1030 candle, but like that candle finishes at like the hour 10, the minute 30, and the seconds would be 59, because it's about to then be the 1031. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to have a rule that says the guy with number 1, number 2, number 3 tags get to multiple entries on the giveaway. That way you get engagement. Lol. Kai did not take that short. 7685. Where was 7685? Oh, that one? No, I did not. I was thinking about doing that, but it wasn't really like my model. I was kind of forcing that one. Obviously, if I did, I would be laughing right now. I'm still looking for this short here. I just need to see it Get down here a little bit. POC is shifted on that. It's probably going to shift on the developing session profile any minute, you would think. I'm in no rush. My trading window doesn't finish for another 40 minutes. So, I'm in no rush at all. Why is bro just spamming emojis? Your trade setup is hanged. What does hanged mean? That sounds negative. Buyer showing up there. If it wants to come back and re-accept back inside previous or current session value, I will flip this trade and go long. Obviously, I'm not in that short right now. Is my screen froze on the left? Yes, it is. Thank you for telling me. There you go. So yeah, if this shows like it's gonna, oh shit, wrong button. Flip. I would do that. I would have the stop just below this area here. I would see where the high forms here. I'm not going for this until it shows me it's. I'm waiting for it to show me like which value area is it wanting to accept here. Is it wanting to accept the current session value area and come back inside, or is it re-accepting previous day's value area and coming back inside there? Right here, it's kind of just a no trade zone until it decides. Are you coming up here or are you coming up here? Which side do you like more? No point trying to faff around in between them. Mood change from long to short to long. Well, I'll just take whatever the market gives me. On the higher time frames, I'm short. Oh, add it. I'm waiting for it to show me which of these value areas it wants to accept into. At the moment, it's showing neither. Watch for 7685 around area option. Get heat map strong liquidity 0 gamma around 684 gamma. Up there. Yeah, I mean that's where I was gonna target for the long. But again, buyer absorbed at the top of that move. So ready to short. Current session value really low, just dipped a bit lower. Do do do. Why did Trump have to tweet and ruin my Tuesday? Also, why can't ES decide which value area it wants to go into? Ugh. That seller got basically nowhere. Let's come back inside of initial balance. I'm thinking the long might be the play. One thing that just kind of pointed me towards that as well was the fact that look at this fixed range profile, which is basically just showing us all the movement that we've had this session in this trend. And it's got a very large section of business, and then a massive drop off from the new spike, and then a massive drop off at the top where the open start of the move was. So we'll see. I'm not gonna pull the trigger on it until it shows its hand. By really, breaking this high or breaking the low down there. So what's the low there? Ah, POC shifted there. That's actually quite handy. So now we have 7.5. Is that POC 80 there? 80.5, 80.75. Ah, POC shifted to the current session. Also, sorry if I just broke your ears. I just realized how close I was to the mic. Fucking hell. Jump scare always gets me. Any trades? No, Gordon. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. It's been a slow move around previous day's value area high. Not really showing me which way it wants to go. Well, not really going either way at all. I was framing shorts, but you know it was a bit early in the session, like 10 o'clock here. Not really any trades around there. I mean, you could have like the orb short there, but that was. Oh no, that wasn't even. No, it was the orb short, yeah. But I can't remember what the profile looked like at that time. At that time, I think it was more so the price just looked so overextended. I was wanting a retracement if I was going to short that. Right now, I literally just needed to make a decision and then I'll take a trade. But it's being stubborn. NQ coming into its previous day value as well. I was thinking that as well, Sam. I was thinking more so just value area low to POC, but there's nothing really apart from that area of support. And like if it's coming down here to this value area low, it's reaccepting previous day's value is more of the issue. So that's why I would rather just short it from previous day's value in that case. Down to previous day point of control. Lots of buyers. If those buyers can get absorbed, that'll be my trigger. I need to get ready on the mini, actually, not the micro, because I'm going to take that on the mini since I can. Wait for that candle close. Yeah. Clear absorption of buyers there. Ugh. Filled. Hopefully this candle doesn't pump, because that would kind of invalidate the read I just had, but hey ho, let's go. Stops up there quite comfortably above this POC node. The range chart is actually kind of where my interest is at the moment, because I want to see the price movement relationship between the big trades there. Because you can see on the big trades, it actually formed in the wick of this candle, but it's near the high. If this candle then breaks this low, it's still like the read that I had on the 1 minute chart is still like valid. I mean, it looks completely valid right now. You can see like, well, there you go, red candle. It just needed to actually start breaking lower below 76. Break even. I'd probably go to break even below 73.25. Below value area low. Once it gets through value area low, that'd be break even point, I think. Or at the very least, trim the stop. But I'm comfortable in that trade now. What's up, Brandon? 10:30 sudden fall happened. What is the reason behind it? It was Trump. It was Trump on Truth Social. Essentially just a Trump tweet to do with Iran. I'm going to be following my trading rules and be a disciplined trader today. Hell yeah. Stay up until 4 a.m. working on the motorcycle. Got it finished down. Where's my boy, Mr. God of War? He was earlier. He was here earlier, Brandon. I don't know if he's still here. You can do your little mating call and see if he shows up. Ugh. That candle ended up being, ended up being a green wick candle on the range. We have that area on the range, by the way. It's clearer to mark out here, so I'll do it there. You can see there's clear absorption there, so that's kind of the level I'm wanting to see it not break. And then you have that buyer up there, but my stop's like basically where that buyer is, because I wanted to use a mini instead of using a load of micros. And it's reasonably behind the POC node, so I mean, if we get to 8325, like we probably would have gone up there. Like I was gonna put my stop all the way up there, but it just felt like too wide. I'm gonna put it at like 8525 or even 8575. Just felt way too wide. That would turn that trade into still over a 1-to-1, but that's a 7-point stop loss on what is at the minute quite a quiet day. Well, quiet after the Trump tweet. I'm also really need a way. Here to talk about your extended warranty. POC shifted slightly lower though. And that's the other thing, I'm entering in literally the largest node of the session. Could just chop for quite a while before it actually gets to move on anywhere. Seems to me though like it is slowly but surely like coming in and accepting previous day's value. I'm bearish on the high time frame. Just gotta sit and wait. Well, actually I'm gonna stand and piss, so I'll be right back. Ugh. Caillou told me to let you know about my next payout. Took out $900, still left myself at 2K in my funded. Thanks again for everything you're teaching. Hell yeah, Sam, awesome. Nicely done. What's NQ doing in terms of the profile? It's got to be pretty heavy on the downside, right? No, not as heavy as I would have assumed. I mean, if you draw it from the fixed range from the high there, then yeah, more heavy. What's that fixed range one here looking like now? More or less the same. I wish I could like filter out the news candle because it's just like just noise. Like I want to, the profile would just look like really P-shaped, I would guess. If not for the news candle. Just a bit annoying. I think that's the first red candle we've had in profit. When did I enter? I entered 11:05. So we've been in this for just under 10 minutes, and that's the first red candle close inside profit. Trading around the POC. I saw it, Ravi. I saw it. Boring as fuck. Have a great day. No worries, Clips. And you. Waiting for NVIDIA earnings tomorrow. Yeah, I forgot that was tomorrow. I'm always so out of the loop when it comes to company earnings. Giveaway when? Giveaway tomorrow. I did the one for today already, earlier in the stream. What's the CVD done today? That's something I haven't looked at all today. Where's the pressure? To the downside. Overall to the downside, nothing crazy. It's kind of just done what the day has done, relatively. At least the lows, I can't really see the highs as much. Looks more or less the same as price. Oh yeah, Jackson Hole's late this week, yeah. Jackson Hole Symposium. No, I never said 2 for today. I have Apex ones that I'll probably just give out like whenever I'm I feel like maybe saving the Apex ones, maybe because well, I mean, so far the 2 people that I'll give the people that win the choice, but then of the Apex ones I might just randomly give out over the month. US afternoon, Arthur. What's my thinking trading that period? If you're asking if I think it's a good time to trade, absolutely, especially power hour. Yeah, it can be a really good time to trade. Getting up there towards stop loss here on this one. Looks like I was a little bit I don't want to say greedy, a little bit what's the word? Rushing it? because that buyer that I took as confirmation to get the short entry on kind of didn't really like validate the short as much as I kind of rushed it. I don't know if rush is the right word. Kind of anticipated the setup before it really was there in that trade. Because I saw the buyers show up on this candle, and then this candle wicked, but I should have really probably waited for this next candle, because, I mean, this candle coming back up here kind of, you know, invalidates the read that is bearish, compared to if this candle closed, like, down here, red, then that would have validated the read. So I'm still in it. I'm just going to hold it and see what happens, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts as far as the entry. Also, obviously, kind of entering around POC. So this is really the area where it's either going to come stop me or reverse and go back down, because that's the top of that node. What's power hour? Just the last hour of the day, 3 p.m. Eastern till 4 p.m. Eastern. It's just what it's known as. It's known as power hour. Jackson Hole starts Thursday, yeah. How have you found summer price action? Rangy, but profitable. August, I've made money. July, I was literally like just in the. I think July was a break-even month of like just in the red. August has been green so far. I don't know where it's at in terms of if this loses, that might bring it down. Still green. I'm not sure how green though. Not like crazy green month, but green is green. This is looking like it's going to be a stop out. I do kind of feel responsible for this trade being a loss, if I'm honest. This one, I do think this is on me. Any payouts for the month? No, unfortunately not. Getting close on a couple of accounts, but not really, no. I'm trying to push my accounts a bit further before taking my next payout. Yeah, this is going to be a stop out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm kind of, yeah, that one was a bad trade. That one was a bad trade. Not really a trade I should have taken, that one. Could someone help me with the word that I'm thinking of here? I don't know if rushed is the right word. Rush the entry. Or, I don't know, I feel like I anticipated the setup before it was there. The moment of the entry, that looked like this. Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest. Yeah, anticipated. FOMO'd, yeah, kind of FOMO. What's that? Oh, that's the edge of that node. Gambling, yeah. Win rate been lately? Throw back to your 90% run in spring, I know. It's been around 60%, Sam. 60%. But the risk reward has been a little bit higher. My risk reward has been more in the, like, on my winners, like 1.15 to 1.2 have been my winners. So my win rate's dropped. My win rate was 90 in that 1 month. That was a crazy month. Overall, around then, it was sitting around 70. And then, yeah, it's dropped now to about 59, 60. I think, well, right now it'll be like 58. But it's settling around there. And I mean, it's a profitable numbers. As long as I don't take more trades like that, that was a silly trade. Bad trade. Yeah, I will do, Dan, in the future. I'm just trying to really, you know, cement a couple payouts first before I start going crazy with the risk. My risk is still like, you know, I risk like $250 a trade on a 50k account. I'd say that's like reasonable risk. Heavier, I would maybe go to like 400. But yeah, it's dependent on the balance of the account really as well. Did I take a screenshot of that? Yeah, I did. God, yeah, that was rough day. No real actual entries as far as like my strict model. See, a value area high from up here is tempting. Because that's the orb high. I really don't mind something like that, is the thing. Because that's basically just D-shape playing the range down to that. Change this to a 5-minute chart. I'm not going to be able to get that entry, but I do think that that is likely to play out. It's essentially just trading the edge of this node here, and then it lines up with, well, on this chart it would look like that. Lines up with the opening range low quite nicely. How many accounts do I have? My accounts, I only have 5 Top Step funded accounts because Top Step's the firm that I traded with ages ago. After I'm done with these Top Step ones, like I say, they're really old, then I'll be moving to Lucid. And then eventually Apex. Jumped in too early too. Yeah, that was, I guess FOMO is the right word there. FOMO'd into that, which is fine. You know, I'm human. I'm allowed to. Well, I'm not allowed to, but it's okay. Just as long as I recognize it. And yeah, I very rarely do stuff like that. So, what makes you not trade the New York afternoon session? I've just got so much experience with this AM session, Arthur, that I feel like it's the session I know best. The PM session, yeah, I mean, it works better for a lot of people in the UK, I guess. Like, if you work like a 9 to 5, it works around those hours better. So, if I ever had to give up sort of this whole, like, the YouTube side of stuff and, you know, go get a real job, I would definitely still be trading in that later hour. Like 7 p.m. UK time to like 9 p.m. Have you evaluated market entries without limit orders? Not sure what you mean by that, Gordon. I don't, if you're asking if I think market orders would be better than limit, I don't. Limit orders are the way forward, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for the day. I'm gonna check on this later because I'm curious to see if this short from up here plays out. I think it would, but you know, stuff could change. Really annoying day because like I was correct on the direction, like the bearishness, but I just got no real entry in here apart from the orb one. And I didn't take the orb one because the orb entries. Here's what. Okay, one thing I've never really traded off the orb in the past, but I don't know. But even still, that was such a hard entry to. Like, that was jumping on that pretty early. We were literally jumping on it at the bottom of the trend, so it's really difficult to say. I think this was, in general, a hard day to trade for. The way that I trade specifically. Hard day to get the right entry. And then, yeah, after the Trump tweet, it just kind of went to sleep. I'm going to call it a day and stop waffling. I'll catch you boys tomorrow. Actually, I might not. I might be busy tomorrow, so you might have no stream tomorrow. We might have to pick it up again on Thursday. I will let you know. But, yeah. Appreciate you boys hanging out with me as always. If we don't stream tomorrow, I will have to make up for it in terms of giveaways. So we might have more giveaways on Thursday and Friday. I literally don't know at the moment if I'll be streaming tomorrow. Don't know if I'll be busy or not. I will find out and I'll let you know. But until then, good luck, good trading if you're trading the rest of the day. Oh, wait a minute. That's short. That's short. That's short. It's going to pop up there. Hang on a minute. Because if it does this... Hang on a damn minute. A lot of people are jumping out, but I've just noticed that it's coming up here quite fast, and I really do like this trade. $8,750. $9,250. Down to POC. I'm doing it! Hold your horses. We're not done just yet. If this can fill in that window, I'll take it. If not, then we're done. But it just looks too clean. And I didn't think it was going to print as fast as that. We have a lot of buyers here, but I'm not too fussed on that because it's going to drop off in volume up there. So if this can fill in the next, you know, few minutes. Because you have so much, we have so much sell aggression up there as well. Do I just take it straight off the orb, actually? At 88? Probably. Just for safety. We're still going. See, buyers are dropping off at the top there. Hit 87. Only the real ones are left, yeah. This just looks too clean not to take, you know what I mean? I feel like everyone can agree that this is a much better trade than that first one. Can't be because you're long. Okay, fair enough, Rafi. I'll tell you what, Ravi, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll message you on Instagram right now with your code so I can kill two birds with one stone. Let me just pull it up on here. Apex giveaway. If I hit TP, sure, why not? Okay, Ravi, I hope you're ready. Is that a 0? Yeah, it's a 0. There you go, Ravi. Enjoy. You have earned it. No need to rush on to drag this as much as possible. Yeah, I know, Sam. I know, right? I'm willing to like sit here and wait for it, but if it starts, if it starts going down from like if it gets like sort of previous week very low, that's what'll kill the idea for me, because then at that point like I'm a bit too far into my like the end of my window. Did it get to where the entry was that I was looking at before, the 87? No. It got to 87. I was looking at 87.5 previously. I'd look for it to turn like now, otherwise, yeah. Ugh. RTH view app, passive seller. Where's the RTH view app? Ah. That's like the view app as well, isn't it? Not the standard deviation one. Lots of buyers just showed up though. Oh my fucking Jesus. Jump scare me like that, market. Jump scare me. I mean, buyer got absorbed, but we'll see what that next candle wants to do. Jesus. I'll go break even literally probably as soon as it breaks that low. Just got super animated all of a sudden. I can't even see what's going on in there. I'm going to need to go into the range chart. Okay, yeah, we're getting a lot of sellers. They're getting a result. Nice. Buyer absorbed at the top. So I'll go to just above that high. What's that high? 91? Yes, I'll go to 92 for the stop. Let me delete some of these boxes. They're a bit in the way. You got cooked squid, damn. Gets to, like, I want to see it get through this little low volume node, actually. Do I? I've reduced the stop already. More of a fact of, like, when do I go break even here? I'm actually not sure. It's a bit tricky. But the stop is reduced. Oh my fucking god. What is going on? How big was that buyer? 838? Why is everyone full porting all of a sudden? Why is everyone full porting? Why is everyone full porting? And can sellers win? I'm checking the financial juice because, like, surely something's happening right now, right? I'm gonna go break even on this pretty soon. I want to see it get below that low, and I'll go break even. Oh yeah, there was something. Framework between Oman and Iran includes the establishment of joint temporary something or other. There was news there. Hopefully the spike's like done with there, because we just got like a double back-to-back spike. Looks like sellers are winning though. Yeah, I'd say they are. If we can break this low, then definitely. We have the strong seller, the 520 there. Break this 83.5. That's what I want to see, and then I'll just go to break even then. This is so much nicer looking on the range chart, though, for this specific big trade situation. This is exactly why I have it, because that is just... How do you read that on a 1 minute chart? You don't. Is the short answer. You can't watch, Sam. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I think we're past all the big spikiness. Seem to have survived. My stop is now at 92, so it's slightly trimmed. Why is there a big line up there? Big dotted line. Can you guys see that? See that dotted line up there? What the fuck's going on there? Oh, wait, I see why. Never mind. Fixed it. What did I get short from? 88? Let me turn 90 off to clean that up. Thoughts on Top Step adding order flow stuff? You're going to use it? I mean, I probably won't. I didn't even know that that's the first time hearing of it, though. Everyone is using the IFVB retest strat. Yeah, honestly, all the institutions and stuff, they've all watched Fabio's YouTube videos. They've all stuck his course. Everyone's like, oh my god, short the shit out of that. Or, well, long it. Otherwise, like, well, yeah. I'm going to narrow that resistance bit there. Come on, break the low. Sorry, I just realised it's a bit off the screen there for you guys. Did it break the low there? I think it made it, it went equal to it, didn't it? Oh no, it broke it. Okay. Let's go break even. I cannot lose. Glad I stuck around a bit longer. Don't you dare stop me at break even. Get down there. POC is right there, motherfucker. Actually, it's not even there, it's there. So I'm front running it by a tick. Sellers just came in down there, 83. So you'd expect that to hold, hopefully. I can breathe again. Me too. I'm gonna move this down to 85.5 because I'm not fucking having this come and stop me at break even. After bouncing off previous week via area low. The sellers there, that's the reason that I'm trailing. Trailing to the top of that candle. Actually, you know what? No, we've got value area high up there. I'm gonna go back up and be a good boy. Back up at break even. Play it safe. I just realized I kind of have all this like node and the value area high up there, so that's, you know, a lot more protection than a couple of big trades that actually I think they got absorbed. Yeah, it looks like it. If we break that low, then I'll bring it down to 85.5. Or maybe even 8.4. 8.5. Bring it down to 8.5. Is that a 1-to-1? What's it? What's my RR on this trade? 1.35. Bit undecisive in that, to be honest. I just don't want another break even. They're just too annoying, you know? I want to claw some profit, but how much? What's the actual dollar amount there? 855, $125, 150. 150 makes sense as the thing to secure because that's a winning day. So if when it breaks that low, 82, then I'll go to 84, 85. Okay, yeah, 85, I think. I'm just going to be really bummed out if this gets break even because after sitting through all that, you know. But do I think it will? I mean, I hope not, obviously. But we have this area of big sell aggression on both sides, really. So I'd expect that to hold us down. Which on this chart, that is what? 8725 to 8575. 8725 to 8. Ooh, didn't even get the right tool. 8725 to 8575. It's that area there. That's what I would want to see hold. Oh yeah, RTH view up. Good point. Let me go get it again. Yeah. I mean, he didn't get up there, but yeah. You made a good point, Squid. Match the low. Broke the low. Big buyer. I'll trail there now. To 85. Buyer and seller battling. I've locked in 3 points, so I've locked in $150. I'm thinking actually I should probably do 84.75 because then that factors in fees, so it's like actually a, you know, a winning day. 1 tick, is that how close it got? 2 ticks. God, my eyes are burning. Too many screens. Too much screen time today. I'm gonna go stare at a wall afterwards. It's right at the low. There we go, finally. $335. Wait. I don't know. My brain's cooked. Anyway. New record for longest stream. What's that? Like an hour, 2.5 hours? One silly loss. And then I noticed that how clean that setup looked. Glad I took it, even though news did get involved. Now I'm actually going, boys. Appreciate all your real ones that hung around for that extra little, the little extra snippet. Anyway, I will catch you boys tomorrow. Or, well, I'll let you know. Look out for posts on the channel this evening. Or, like, tomorrow. Just for the update. Apex giveaway. Oh, fine. We'll do it really quickly. Okay, type Apex in the chat, boys. Type Apex in the chat. And we'll just quickly do an Apex giveaway. You guys do deserve it for sticking around this long. So this will be an Apex giveaway. How many people we got in here? About 20, 30 people. So you got a very good chance of winning this, guys. Very good chance. Only the OGs, yeah. Let me pull this up on here for you. As soon as we get like 20 or so, I'll choose a winner. Type Apex in the chat, boys, for your chance to win the Apex account. Appreciate it, Mr. Wiz. Appreciate it. That was a much, much better trade than the one I took previously in the session. That one in the early on in the session was a bit of a dud, to be honest. Okay, we got 20 people in here. There's 13 eligible users. One of you lucky boys. I hope this isn't Ravi, honestly. Ravi, I'm betting against you here. If this is Ravi, I swear to God. But the winner of the Apex account, for the OGs that stuck around for all the way through the stream, is Midnight Current. And congratulations, Midnight Current. GG's. Let me screenshot this trade while I'm on it. Let me know Instagram or Discord, Midnight Current. Whichever one you want to reach out to me on. I'll get an Apex code sent off to you. Give it to someone else? Why would you enter the giveaway, man? Why would you enter the giveaway? Are you for real? Midnight Current? You want to give it to someone else? Just for fun? I mean, okay. I'll just re-roll the winner. This better not be Ravi, I swear to God. Re-roll. Bang. Vanius. Fair enough, Midnight Current. Fair enough. I won't argue with you. It's your choice. The new winner is Vanius. You have won one before, Vanius, I believe. I can't remember if it was Instagram or Discord, though, that I reached out to you on. Just remind me. Congrats to the new winner. Was it Instagram or was it Discord, Vanius? I can't remember which one I sent you where I sent you the code last time when you won. I think it was Discord, no? Just message me again on wherever it was. I'm trying to find you in somewhere, but I can't. I'm guessing you have a different name. It was email, was it? Really? Email. Let me see if I find your email in here. Oh yeah, I've got you. Okay, I'll let you know your code for the Apex account, Vanius. And to the rest of you, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll catch you tomorrow or Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, afternoon, boys. Catch you later.